Thank you for tuning in to Things Might Happen. This week, we have on local comedy promoter Trevor Ryan. We talk with him about his past life as a veteran, get him to do some impressions, and ask him a lot of questions about his mortality. If you like this podcast, remember to tell your friends and family, subscribe on whatever platform of your choosing, and leave us a review. And now, the show. Welcome to Things Might Happen. My name is Tyler Corbine. I'm coming to you live from the studio on Venice Beach in Malibu.
That's why it's so hot.
In sunny Boston. On my left is Sheldon Starr, the artiste.
Kind of.
On my right, we have Tyler Matheson, our field journalist, our reporter, our DJ, and
Googler.
and of course,
Googler.
this week our
Built-in
newest,
fact checker.
latest addition is this plant.
Hell yeah.
Bringing more personality than I ever have.
That plant is coming to you straight from.
Does it have a name?
Norman.
Norman.
No, I don't feel like we should have just named it right there. I feel like that could have been. I feel like we could have charged like $1,000 for a raffle
For
We're
sponsorship.
doing a
for the
raffle.
person who wins.
All right, we're gonna draw a name. No.
Yeah.
We're doing a raffle.
Also, we've replaced our very good art with that.
Well, if we auction this off, we can have a crypto.com plant.
I think that's an AI image. Look at the
Yeah, definitely.
okay trajectory of the neck after.
Oh,
his
that's what
hand.
we should do. We should name the plant after like us, like how people get stadium deals.
Yeah. Yep.
Like we should do like a State Farm fern.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
State Fern.
All right. Well, we don't even know if they want. We don't even know if we want it after the Aaron Rodgers incident from last
True.
episode.
Absolutely.
So this week, of course, everyone's really excited by our brand new globe centerpiece. Everybody, we got a globe. Inexplicably, like literally, who brought that? Like,
I don't know. It just showed up here.
are you serious?
No.
Oh,
I mean, looking at all of us, I think Madison looks like he would buy a globe.
I'm the one that's most likely to spend $7 on a little globe and bring it in apropos of nothing.
Yeah.
well, we just lost all our flat earther. Which honestly, judging from the comments we get,
Was all of them.
probably
Yeah.
most of them. Of course, we have a large repertoire of haters.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's
Which we
right.
love.
We already have haters.
I'm a big fan of haters. I
Hey.
wish the haters spoke English.
I'm trying to learn Mandarin. I just can't get there, guys.
Yeah, we have a lot of Chinese haters. So,
Well, that's because you made all the controversial statements about the Communist Party in China.
yeah, but, let's get to the meat and potatoes, what we're really here for. Our guest, a man. Trevor Ryan.
Thank you.
I
His
thought
name's-
Tyler had done that great thing that he does where he forgets the guest's name immediately. And you have to look back at their name and go, who are you again?
Well, unfortunately,
I
I'm
felt that. I felt he looked at me. He's like, I know you. I know you.
I've
Unfortunately,
met
I'm
you.
very familiar with Trevor Ryan. He is a
like-
somewhat radio DJ. He
Sometimes.
is a
When-
salesperson.
When he feels like
used to work at a
occasionally.
Sunglass Hut.
Mm.
He does look like somebody who worked at a Sunglass Hut.
I get
Absolutely.
that a lot. I do get
Yeah,
that a
no,
lot.
definitely, for
It's
sure.
been 3 minutes into the podcast, so it's time to mention he's former military.
That's about 2 minutes too late, Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Dude.
And
It's part of my 10-second intro.
He used to be a veterinarian.
He's a vet and a vet?
Yeah. He loves putting animals down. And
Like with their self-esteem? Like he makes fun of them? Like, hey, your nipples are weird, dude.
No,
Have done
that's what he
that.
does before he kills them. Yeah.
he just,
I have to make sure they go sad.
yeah. Well, you don't want them to want to live. You know what I mean? Like, you want to make sure they're like,
Like, life sucks. Like, see ya, buddy.
yeah, like you don't want somebody to like go and then be like, oh, but what if? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Labradoodles are a stupid breed, and then you just inject it right in the neck.
worked in a vet clinic. I never actually did that. I just
They
cheered
wouldn't
them on
let
when
him. They
did.
kept him out. They knew he would like
Yeah,
it too
he's-
much.
Yeah.
What
Just
else
whispered
do
in the
you do?
doctor's ear, just like,
Well,
"Good
now
job."
he's a local comedy promoter, isn't he? Not
Yeah.
and I mean other things too, obviously, because he wants to have money. But
Yeah, not a lot of money on that yet.
you know, he's here.
He lived in Texas.
He lived in Texas. I think
Yeah.
we should let that give us a 3-minute intro to who you. Actually, no. We're gonna say that because you know Jeopardy. You know how Jeopardy works.
Yeah.
They ask a bunch of questions, and then you start to like form opinions on those people, and you're like, "What kind of dumbass doesn't know that?"
Yeah, this
You know
guy
what I
that
mean?
hasn't gotten a single question right. Where are
And then
you
it's
from?
like, you know, like,
I'm
"So
a
I
professor
hear
at
you."
MIT.
You're about to leave, so let's at least let you talk for a
So
minute.
before we get to the thing, we're gonna shake our hat, our Chrissy Davies hat of Destiny, and Sheldon, go ahead and pick and ask the first question.
This week's episode is brought to you by
Go
Chrissy
ahead.
Davies.
Go ahead and take your goddamn time,
Hold on.
because I love editing a 3-hour
Hold
podcast.
Got it. It's the one. I don't want to do that one.
Well, that's literally not how drawing from a
That
hat
was for
works.
later. I wrote that one and I was like, oh, that's one for later.
It's too personal.
Okay.
I was asking about your foot size.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Okay. This is two-parter. How close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other?
We're just going for the
Is there more,
jugular.
like, yeah, how close am I?
Yeah.
Honestly, I actually was very lucky. I grew up in a pretty good. I was only child. My parents are divorced, but they.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, it's hard to be close. So most of my family is actually still in Australia. All of my dad's side of the family are still in Australia, but on my mom's side of the family are like spread out throughout the United States. And like I think we're good. I mean, normally as you get older, you're not like hanging out with your grandparents every day, mostly because they start dropping off. But but no, I had a good upbringing. What was the second part?
Did you feel like your childhood was happier than most other people's?
You know, at times, I mean, like everybody has issues, but no, I think I had a pretty good childhood. Like no real
then
complaints.
what happened?
Oh, that happened. Oh, yeah. Everything else happened later in life.
Oh,
Then-
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then he went to the military.
Yeah, and
that's-
then
Yeah.
everything went wrong.
I think we asked that question to the wrong person. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
there's-
yeah. How was your childhood? I was like, I'm good.
Like there's some people who, if we asked that for, they would have been
Alright,
like, you know,
alright.
really scarred. But we
Yeah, we
asked like
can't
white
really-
privilege over here.
oh yeah, no, it's. I was like, it's fine. My parents divorced when I was 17. That sucked, but other than that, I'm fine.
All right. Maybe we can get something good out of you this
Yeah,
one.
get something like really.
What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about?
Deep. What if anything is too serious to be like on stage?
Well, anywhere. So like
Anywhere.
obviously on stage, but also like just in general, is there like what's your line? Is it 9/11?
No, honestly.
Is it your alcoholism?
Well, I haven't been confronted with it yet. But the
Oh,
no.
you have.
Oh.
You just don't remember. You were drunk. Yeah.
But no, I don't think it. I go by what I call the Roger Rabbit rule. Have you ever seen Who Framed
Don't
Roger
get
Rabbit?
dissolved in a bucket. Like,
Well, obviously, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
you
all right.
always want to avoid buckets of acid. But I would also say, like, any joke is as long as it's funny. You know what I mean? So he was always stuck in the handcuffs, and he could only slide out when it was funny. And it's like you can do Holocaust jokes, you can do 9/11 jokes, you can do like whatever you want to do as long as it's funny. You know, if those open micers get up there and they just start being like the most offensive thing ever because they're like, oh, I heard this one comic make this joke about this horrible, like, babies dying. Like, no, you just went up there and said babies die. Like, that's not funny.
Okay,
gosh, who would
cool.
ever make a joke like that? Gosh.
I mean, who would ever hold, like
One of the,
pantomime holding a baby while it snorts cocaine? I don't know anybody that
that's
would.
just good. That's just comedy.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
good
I'm so. Oh,
comedy.
and
yeah.
it's never closed down a comedy club, which
No,
is
definitely
important
not.
to say.
Never. No.
We had a great comedy club going, and then somebody joked about a baby. But anyway,
Yeah, a great comedy club that didn't want us
amazing
back.
comedy club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Madison?
Beach
You're gonna
Club.
draw one.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna draw one here. All right.
Sure are.
Here we go. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living?
Nope. Not at all.
Cool, all
no,
right.
I would still do exactly what. Well, except, I mean, maybe right towards the end, I would start calling all these people that I'm like forced to be nice to, and just be totally honest with them. Like every time I see you, and I'm like, "Good to see you." That's bullshit. I would just tell everyone how I
He
really
looked,
felt.
I was gonna say he looked right at you
Yeah,
for
he
that.
did.
Yeah, so
That's
in
fine.
11 months, you're going to get a phone
He
call.
looked right at you, but then I was like, "Oh, is he talking about his wife?" No.
No.
No, it's
No,
my
my
just
kids. It's my kids.
Well, your kids. I just recently met your daughter.
Yeah.
And not as autistic as you advertised.
Yeah, that's
You know
Well,
what I
it's
mean?
way
Yeah.
funnier on stage if she's more autistic than she actually is.
Yeah, no, she seemed, she seemed normal, you know what I mean?
I get
Well,
that all the time.
But that's coming from you, Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Who-
true.
So Tyler met somebody from the doll, and within 2 minutes of meeting her,
Well, I don't like where this story going. This is getting cut.
Tyler was explaining how doors worked.
No.
Yes.
No.
Tyler's explaining how doors
no,
worked.
No.
And
I was
was like,
explaining about door handle design.
He was explaining how
was-
doors
Oh, that makes
work.
it better.
Because,
So Tyler's explaining how doors work, and this girl is standing there that works the doll, and I go, it's okay. He just really likes mansplaining. She was like, no, it's the tism. And I'm like, he's known her for 2 minutes, and she already clocked him that well.
no, because it's one of those ones where it has the handle as if you would pull, but it's a push. And I had just listened to a podcast about the fact that this is like a specific kind of door.
Gotcha.
That's a big problem because that happens everywhere,
Yeah.
right? So,
I like-
anyways,
I like how his defense.
It is the tism.
Yeah, I was gonna say his defense for not being autistic is no. I heard it on a podcast. That's why I'm not autistic.
okay.
It
Well,
wasn't that big of a deal. Let me explain to you, though, why it was so important
I'm
that I
wearing
had
a
to
new
correct her
shirt
on
today, and it doesn't feel right, and it's upsetting me. Can you please just draw another?
okay. Here we go.
I was explaining to it perfectly.
Drop them
by
on the
a
floor,
doors
make them
thing.
count them.
Okay, you pick these.
I picked these.
Okay, for what in your life do you feel most grateful?
You
Ooh,
can't
that's a
say
good
your
question.
wife.
I wouldn't.
Well, you
You
And
heard it
she's
here
gonna
first,
watch
Sarah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
What am I most grateful for? Honestly, I'm grateful for all the friends that I've made. I'm grateful for people that have support me, and there's a lot of times especially in the comedy biz and any kind of performing arts, and probably as a visual artist, Sheldon, when you're doing your art, a little bit you claim you don't want to have I don't need all the validation. I don't need someone to tell me it's good. I do it for me. No, a little bit you do it because you want somebody else to like it too. And that's the thing I'm most thankful for is that with things that I've been trying to do, I have people go cool, man, that's really cool. How can I help? And yeah, I'm for friendships and people that are positive people in my life. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm nothing funny about that.
I was thinking that was way too serious.
That's the one I wanted you to pick. That's the one I wanted you to pick.
You've talked about getting canceled, so we're just going to make sure that happens.
That's not on the thing.
What?
Just read the question as written.
What is your favorite slur?
Oh no.
I have a follow-up question.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, but it is the homophobic F slur. It's just my favorite.
That's your favorite.
That's my
Yeah,
favorite
one.
And that's I am an ally. I have done a lot, and I am very much in the LGBTQ plus community. But because growing up in the '90s and being that people call me a boomer or whatever, but growing up, that was my favorite word to you, and I never once used it against a homosexual. Never in my life. That just seems mean. But if my friend's doing something stupid, it's such a good word. I wish I was British so I could get away with it and say I was talking about cigarettes, but yeah, that's the one. Cool.
Well, I can't wait to turn that into a TikTok later.
Yeah.
Let's see how I edit that. Did you say you had a follow-up?
Yeah. Is there anything the indigenous people in Australia call non-native people in Australia?
I don't know. I didn't know a lot. I lived in the city, man. We don't allow them in. I don't know. I don't know if there's reservations. I moved away when I was very small. I don't know if there's reservations.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind.
But it's mostly Bruce.
I mean, not
G'day,
that I
Bruce.
want you to say them, but I just want to know if they're.
Oh, I'm sure they have them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What was the language like growing up in your house? Because Australia has a different set of reasonabilities when it comes to swearing.
Yes. It changed over time, honestly. So, like, I was in trouble, and I don't know, like, but like, I said fuck in kindergarten, and it was just like because my dad dropped that like as a comma all the time. I didn't drop the C word a lot, not a lot, but I mean, it was my third word.
Just when
I
you were
think it
talking
was.
to women.
Just,
Really bring the point home.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, no. The language, like, when I was younger, my dad was still very much like this, like, hardcore Navy guy who just dropped a curse word every third word. But then growing up, like, he got really religious and like became super like hard right wing and everything. And now it's like I'm talking to him and I'm like, yeah, that was fucking crazy, Dad. And he's like, "Hi, mate, what's your language?" And I'm like, "What? I learned it from you." I'm like, I didn't even know that word until you taught it to me. And he made a point to sit me down and explain to me the definition of all the curse words. Because I said something, I can't remember what the word is I used now. I had said something about somebody at school and I got in trouble for it. And he's like, "Do you know what that word means?" And I was like, "No, I just hear you say it all the time." And so he sat me down and he's like, he started defining words like, "This is what fuck means. This is what bitch means. This is what shit means." And I'm like, "Cool. Now I can use them appropriately."
And we just got deplatformed.
Yeah,
with
sorry.
that
Do we need to
laugh.
like,
No, I'm
beep,
just
beep,
kidding.
beep, beep? You asked.
Oh, I believe him.
All right.
Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share.
Whoa.
I love the way that he hides it, like as if he's playing a board game.
It's a secret.
I could share. Well, that's a really good one. I don't know. I wish I could share
Being a hobbit.
clothes with.
Oh.
I just I used to get hand-me-downs from my children because they outgrew me. Not true. Not even a lot. As they were growing up, they used to get my hand-me-downs, and there was definitely a time in my life when they started handing down clothes to me.
Now, what, was it the same clothes? Like, would you get your like fit back from the 90s from your kids?
No, I didn't. I never did because they would destroy them because they were children. So like, I really liked that shirt. Or sometimes they grab it when I didn't know, and I'm
He
like,
gets a
I know
big
that
dog
sweater.
shirt back.
Yeah. No, you just got a lot of hand-me-downs for my kids. So that's why, like, I had a lot of Rick and Morty and SpongeBob for a while. I guess like
Is it the ones where SpongeBob is like a gangster and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
like that?
yeah.
too?
No, it's the
Absolutely.
crossover SpongeBob, Rick and Morty. You didn't see that one?
Yeah, because my 12-year-old son outgrew it, and he's like, "Dad, do you want this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." Now I have to buy my own clothes. I wish I could share clothes because I hang out with gigantic people.
Well, hey now. That was uncalled.
You're tall. You're all tall, is what I'm saying.
What would be a perfect day in the life of Trevor Ryan?
A perfect day in the life of Trevor Wright. For me, I like sleeping in because I'm very much a night owl. I like to sleep in, and then I'm gonna stay in bed and tink tonk for a while. That's
And
what I
what?
call tink tonk.
Tink Tonk.
Tink tonk. That's what my
Isn't
wife
that a
and I
new
call tink.
Pokemon?
I thought you had a wife.
Yeah, so I'll tink tonk for a while. Then I like to ride around the neighborhood on my scooter and then pretend that I'm gonna go to the gym someday. I just
Same.
got new sneakers so I could run in them. Have not run in them yet. They're still in pristine condition.
The perfect day is pretending to go to the gym, not
yeah.
actually going.
I'm
Yeah.
in walking distance from the YMCA. Have not been.
That's amazing.
But like your perfect day isn't actually going to the gym. It's
No.
still just acting like you're going to go
Yeah,
to the
I
gym.
feel good. You know what? I thought about going to the gym today. I think I lost weight just
pretty
thinking
good.
about that. Like,
Oh, wait, what kind of scooter?
it's like a little electric scooter,
Okay.
like one of those stand-up ones.
It's because of DUIs. You can't get a real
Yeah,
driver's
that's
license.
right.
Yeah.
Not true. I've been warned. No. They said A, you can't scooter drunk, and B, you can't do it down the center line of the road. I thought that was weird. Fascist.
I thought this was America.
I don't live in communist China. If I want to ride my scooter down the middle of the road carrying a flag, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the fact that I was still holding a beer. I think that.
Is that your whole perfect day?
Oh, and then I don't know, pass out. I don't know.
It's a short, very
That's like-
I
uneventful.
never remember the second half of
That's
my
like
day.
2 hours, dude. You described 2 hours.
Oh, there's plenty of blackouts throughout the day. I sit down, I'm like, I'm going to start writing jokes. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to tell that one again.
It's like the SpongeBob thing where he has like the really intricate or whatever.
Yes.
Except his is just who's in the active who here has been active military? Who here military? It's just like that over and over again.
Military,
Or The Shining, which is written out over and over again. It's like, who here's a veteran?
I'm a veteran. Are you? Why not, pussy?
Sarah walks up and is just horrified by it over and over again.
I'm
only freaked
short,
out when
my
I
wife
started-
is tall. I'm short, my wife is tall. I'm short, my wife is tall.
That's my whole bit. And then I start scrawling it into the paint on the walls.
Yeah. I don't know about that question.
Do one more.
We're gonna do one more, and then we're going to Double Jeopardy.
What are the goals with West River Comedy?
West River Comedy is the platform that you run, you host, bringing comedy to Western South Dakota.
Is there a website?
There is a website,
that's
westrivercomedy.com.
I'm beginning the introduction so that he can
sorry.
he can introduce his goals to the viewers. I'm doing the heavy administrative work.
Okay,
Not asking
all
for
right.
a goddamn website.
Edit this. Edit it.
He takes his glasses off, then he thinks he's running the show.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this guy?
Why did he take his
All
glasses
Put your
right,
off?
glasses
read it,
back
read
on.
it,
Put
say
the
it.
glasses back on.
You're out of character.
Bitch.
Say what you
You
said
dropped
again.
kayfabe. What happened?
No, go ahead. What are your goals? Go ahead.
My goals with West River
Yeah.
honestly, what I want to do is to continue to bring comedy back to the Black Hills of South Dakota. I think it's been something we've been missing for a long time, and I think the public's been missing it. And I really want to just showcase all of the really funny comics that we have here, but I also want to bring in comics from outside. Because we do have a lot of traveling comics that will come through on Highway 90, either like maybe they're in the Twin Cities in Minnesota, and then they'll hit Sioux Falls, and then they'll headed to Denver, and they'll stop through Rapid City, and they need a place to go. And someday I'd love to actually have a dedicated comedy club back in here and host. You know, we have open mics, we have featured performers, maybe bring improv back. And
Pie
maybe
in the sky, huh?
I know, right? It's just I love comedy. I love performing, and I love giving people their 15 minutes. I feel like I kind of had mine in the past, and just want to pay it forward. That wasn't funny at all.
So how would those objectives line up with the treaties that say that the Black Hills belongs
You
to
didn't
the
say land back
Lakota
one
people?
time.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. What I really want to do
How would
is
West
take
River
comedy
Comedy
back.
decolonize Western South Dakota?
I think as a white person and as an Australian, I'm the wrong person to talk about land back and decolonizing. Now, granted, my ancestors were sent to a country like against their will. Like we didn't go there like we're gonna take your land. We were like,
So you were given a bunch of land. Is
So
what
you
you're
think we
saying.
went to
oh
the
no, we
Trail
were
of
told
Heroes
you
on
live
purpose?
here now. Yeah, we were told you live here now.
Yeah, you were given a continent to freely take over as you.
I think to get yes, yeah, I was given a continent. I own at least 1/3 of Australia.
Yeah.
But it's all like it's all in the middle.
Oh, nobody
there's a
wants
bunch of
that.
people that already live there that think it's their land, and I'm like,
Honestly, if there was a county in Australia called Trevorland, I would believe that.
Yeah.
Like I would be like,
There definitely is.
I'd be like, that makes sense.
it's not mine, but I bet like there's probably at least a Ryan land somewhere, and there's a bunch of people going like, that's not what it's called.
Yeah.
Are you googling that?
There's a man on LinkedIn named Trevor Land, but there's not a Trevor Land
Well, shoot him
Australia.
a message. We need a guest for the next one.
I know, right? Is he hiring?
Is he from Australia? Is that what you just
Yeah,
said?
he's from
Okay.
Australia.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long did you
I know
actually
that guy.
live in Australia?
Until I was 7. So
Okay,
I moved
alright.
to the States when I was
So
7.
he didn't.
So do you have like foundational memories of like kangaroos?
Only at a zoo. Like I lived in Sydney, dude. So like I lived in Australia, but very much in the city. So it's like, yeah, I saw a kangaroo, I saw koalas, but only at the zoo. Like
Yeah.
my childhood memories are probably not that different than most Americans.
Really? When you watched Crocodile Dundee, you didn't think it was like was that
Well,
just
of
like
course
regular Dundee to you, or is that
It's just regular Dundee.
No, that's cultural appropriation. Like he got
No.
offended by that.
Not at all. Not at all. I loved that. So like that's what made Australians cool in the United States. Like in the 80s, so those movies made it cool to be Australian. So and then I moved here and then no, it was amazing because I mean he's actually I can't think of his name right now. It's gonna drive me nuts. Look it up. So the
Zach Galifianakis?
Paul-
there it is.
it's
Zach,
Paul.
Paul Hogan. Paul Hogan.
Yeah.
Paul Hogan was like a national treasure. Like he's amazing. Now, and it was like a caricature of us. Now that was the problem, is that it was things like that that created things like Outback Steakhouse that I hate, and I've been boycotting since 1989.
Well, this is a bad time to tell you this show is sponsored by Outback Steakhouse.
Is it
Crichton.
boycott?
Have you had your first walk off yet? I'm walking out of this interview right now.
Is
If
it
you
is it boycotting if you just can't afford to go there?
Well, yeah, because they don't know that. I'm never going there. Like, mostly because my bank account says
How do you
so.
feel about Kangaroo Jack? Like,
Never saw that one. Never saw that one. But
Okay.
no, I love Crocodile Dundee. I mean, I'm fully erect every time I watch it.
yeah,
Is
I
it
don't
because
think
of
I ever
Paul
watched that
Hogan,
movie.
or
I mean, we don't need to go into that. I don't know if that's where I need. But
What
I
is
mean,
it- what
it's
does he
not
do?
not.
he stabs the crocodile in the head at one
Wait,
point.
you haven't seen Crocodile Dundee?
Maybe as a child. but
Mr. 80s hasn't seen Crocodile Dundee.
Maybe as a child.
I could break the whole thing down for you, right? I could quote the whole movie.
You
You
got-
got it memorized.
You got 30 seconds to
30
explain
seconds.
the movie.
So, a
on.
news reporter. Oh, you're gonna.
And go.
All right, news reporter in New York gets a story about this wild crocodile guy in Australia, and he owns like a huge
10 seconds.
like ranch of son of a bitch. It's a huge ranch, and she goes down there to meet him. They fall in love. She brings him back to New York, and he doesn't know what a bida is, and that's the joke.
20 seconds.
You got 10 more seconds.
Are we in a time warp? Like.
No.
Oh, you weren't counting down.
No.
You said 10 seconds. I thought I had 10
And-
seconds
okay,
left.
that was-
Okay, so anyway.
So I get the movie.
And
now.
that's time.
So
It's
I
interesting that you used
I
your
think I
last
actually
third of
blended the
time.
first two movies.
Well, it was better than trying to explain what doors are.
Did you say you had a game?
Yeah, I do.
Let's do that.
Okay, all right. So Trevor is very good at accents and impressions and voices and everything, and so I thought we would utilize that, make him dance for us, like a trained animal. And so we're going to use Trevor in a competition here.
Ooh.
So Trevor is going to have 90 seconds to get through this list of 20 of the most well-known cartoon characters with distinct voices. And he's going to have to get you to guess them in 90 seconds. Okay? So you got to get all 20
So he's
of them.
going to try to get all 20 of them.
So I will start
He has
it.
90 seconds to do 20 impressions.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's okay.
They're fairly well known.
Okay, all right.
Have you ever seen $1,000
So what he's saying is
Pyramid?
if I don't, then I'm really bad.
What if
Yeah.
he's never watched the cartoon?
Well,
Should I give him 2 skips?
Let's get 2 minutes. Do 2
2
minutes.
minutes. Okay, I can do 2 minutes.
Let's do
Okay,
2 minutes.
okay.
Yeah.
How much longer is that going to take to set up on your watch? Because we are surrounded by tons of other watches and computers. I have a running clock right here telling me how long.
I have a calculator.
yes, I love that
But
watch.
for some reason, it takes.
Well,
Have you talked about the watch on here? Like that should be
No.
like
Okay,
a
I'm
total
good.
character on the show.
all right. Okay, are you ready?
Are they
Oh,
all,
yeah.
Are they all
Okay.
American cartoons? Doesn't matter.
They are. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Yep. Here comes the Joker.
It's Batman.
There it is.
Oh.
Oh, I don't really know how to do this one, but I'm based on a movie
Sylvester?
from the 80s. I don't know, I like to build weird things and hang out with a young boy, but that's not weird.
No idea, man.
All right, I'm
You're
gonna skip that one. I'm gonna
one.
skip that one. Oh, Knopf, point. What are we gonna do tonight, Brian?
Oh, Pinky.
There. Yeah.
Beavis.
Yeah.
Beavis or Butthead.
Think, bother, think.
Winnie the Pooh.
All right.
Are you going to get any of this?
Right after you say that, like
Autobots, let's ride.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime, but-
Oh, hello, Batsy.
Joker. He did that too well. I like that.
You could bite my rusty metal ass.
Bender. That was not a good impression.
Because
You didn't like my impression? No, you didn't like my impression? No, of Bender? When I was doing Bender, you didn't like my impression? Oh no. My head is really big.
Stewie.
There it is.
Whoa, dude! No, that was not.
Oh my god, it's just like I said.
Cartman.
Don't!
Homer.
Homer.
Yeah, I get some spinach here. I'm gonna go down the street and sound of olive oil. How do you doing, man?
Popeye.
There it is. That was really bad. Zoinks!
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Lois, I
Peter,
think
Peter,
just Lois.
Jesus, dude.
It's the best day ever had.
SpongeBob.
Yeah,
You gotta.
I love your like SpongeBob.
And that's time.
Oh no! Oh, I can't even get that. Oh, geez.
Was that Kermit?
No. I was trying to get. That one's really hard. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Minnie. There you go.
Oh, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. So good at this.
Yeah. Who was the one we
Is this the
skipped?
best highlight reel ever?
Who
Right
was the
now?
one we skipped?
What did we skip?
Wubble up dub dub.
That was Rick?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never.
Dude.
I don't know anything about Rick
He
and Morty.
literally said he had his shirt earlier, so I'm like, oh, that one's in the bag for him.
No, not at all. I had the shirt. I didn't watch the show. I just inherited the shirt from my
I
12-year-old.
mean, I honestly, some of those impressions are some of the worst things I've ever heard.
Thank you.
You should hear.
This is why most of my act is not doing impressions.
Yeah.
His are better.
You made it,
apparently.
Like when you were Lois, and I was like, whoa. Like, really? Like, this can't be.
Well, I didn't know it was gonna be like rapid fire like that. Like, oh my god.
I reached out to him and said, "Hey, how are you? What's your comfort level with impressions?" He's
was
like,
like,
"I'm totally comfortable. I'm
Whatever,
ready."
I'll
And I
do
was
it. I don't
like,
give
"Cool."
a shit.
Okay, you only had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So you got 15.
Hey,
well,
you know,
14.
as bad as they were, you knew who I was talking about.
All right, do you want to do the other 5?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
you do one.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you did the last 5.
Oh boy, this one is tough. Do you even know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right.
I like because he has this weird accent too. I
Yeah,
like
I
weird
know.
accent ones.
Do
You didn't give me
can
that
you do
one.
this one?
I mean, I can't. You do it. No, because
No.
I can't say I can do it and then fail again.
Well, here's the thing. I was never intending on doing these. You know, I'm not an impression guy. Do you want to give this?
He
one a
likes to
shot?
work in his laboratory and he has a crazy sister.
Dexter.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, Doc?
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, I don't have that one. See, when you were saying I'm just gonna guess Bugs Bunny, I'm like, he'll get one right.
So you're just saying their catchphrase.
Can you do that one?
No. Can't even get close to that one. Never have been able to.
Not even a little bit.
Well, let's try it.
Oh God.
Donald Duck?
Well, it was either Donald
No, that
or
was him
like
trying to do
Gollum.
Tua.
Too easy, dude. That was. Didn't even have to say a word.
I'm dyslexic.
Did you have any other games you were going to do?
I do have another one.
All right. Well, then we're going to break it up a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to Double Jeopardy, where points are worth double.
What,
There
how
were
many- How many
points?
points does he have so far?
I would have tried way harder if I knew there were points.
No, this is like improv. The points don't matter.
Oh, gotcha.
It matters.
And nobody's here to watch it.
you know,
It's just like improv.
I
then.
know, like there's just the same audience here.
all right. What does friendship mean to you?
These are the questions you came up with, and then I'm supposed to answer them, and like that's not fun.
get
What does
points.
friendship mean to me?
Yeah.
Friendship means never having to explain why I've pissed myself. Because mostly they know. It's just a matter of just being there, man. Like, I think to be a good friend, you just and to be honest with somebody. Like, if somebody's fucking up, a good friend is going to tell you, like, hey, you're fucking up right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also, it also means that you don't tell someone about how you got arrested. Like, you're in the same jail cell talking about it. Like, if I end up in jail by myself, then I have made some mistakes.
So, friendship means
Friendship.
being arrested together.
Means
Oh, yeah.
being the same kind of wrong.
Exactly.
What is the main export of Australia?
Me.
Yeah, okay.
After I left, they were like, nah, we're done.
I thought there might actually be a factoid there. I don't know.
What is it?
Yeah, no, I know what it is. Do you know what it is?
The main export of Australia
You actually know what it
would,
is?
I do, yeah.
Opals. Is it like the stone opal?
No,
Or
it's...
is it the wine?
Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it a food product?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
No, nobody in the States eats Vegemite, bro. I should
Is
have
it
brought
shrimp
some
on
with
the
me.
Barbie?
No, it's not. No.
What is it?
It's the TV show Bluey. That is their main export.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, probably.
No, it's-
well,
Have you been to a store
The
recently?
Wiggles are way huger than Bluey, right?
No, absolutely not.
Really?
Go into a store, man, and tell me that.
I've never been into a store once in my
Exactly,
life. I'm
no.
not going to start now.
Well, how often do you spend around the kids section? I know that's where you have to get your clothes.
You
but,
sound like the cops. Ask the next question.
This question is brought to you by Salsitas. Salsitas.
It's cold briquettes.
Okay. Oh, cold briquettes?
Oh yeah, we never got that
You're
answer.
interrupting. You're interrupting the one sponsored.
Oh,
bit.
I thought Bluey. No, I thought Bluey was the answer.
Okay, let me redo that. This question is brought to you by Salsitas. Salsitas, the dips in the chip, trademarked. Pick up Salsitas at your favorite dollar store. Do you have a hunch on how you will die?
On how I will die?
Yeah.
I hope it's fast. I would say, I will probably die in my car in some way, shape, or form because the worst things in my life have happened to me while I was in my car, and I've never had a really bad accident, except for when I was young. I was in an accident. I was not wearing my seatbelt. Always wear a seatbelt, and I hit the windshield. That wasn't super fun, and I feel like that's going to bookend my life. Like, I was 6, I hit the windshield, and I survived, and then someday, kind of like a Final Destination thing, it's going to be like, you were supposed to die there, and so someday that's just going to... Behind the wheel, probably driving too fast, not while drunk.
As long as it's not like in a garage, with some like rubber tubing.
No,
Okay.
I made a promise to my wife, so we have a joke about who's going to die first, because I'm older than she is, and I'm like, hey, babe, statistically, I'm going to go first. And she's like, not if I beat you to it. I said, okay, fine. We're in a race. But the one agreement we have is that we can't, cheat the system. No checking out early. We have to let nature take its course. And when we die, we have to be, if we're on our deathbed, whoever's going first has to pull the other one in close and closer, closer. And they lean in and you just go, first, and then pass away.
You should get kicked in the head by a kangaroo.
That would be sick.
Where would you find a kangaroo to get kicked in the head by?
I think there's somebody here in town that has. Oh, no, they have wallabies.
What?
Somebody has wallabies
Somebody
here
has
in town.
wallabies here in town?
Which and
Why do you know that?
Well,
Why
we
wouldn't
find
you
each
know?
other, mate.
It's like he's
You
fighting
smelled them
fences.
like Crocodile Dundee.
Puts his ear to the ground.
Yeah, it was like the rivalry.
Can we get them on the podcast?
I know. And a wallaby to me
If
at
you
my
have-
size is like a full-size kangaroo, so it's probably
Yeah.
going to be how it goes.
If you have wallabies in Rapid City, reach out to us.
Yeah. They have a license plate, I think. It says Wallaby Life or something like that.
Can you get one?
I mean, give me 48 hours. I got a wallaby guy. I can get you a wallaby. You want a wallaby? Alive or
I
dead?
don't want one. I just want to see one in person.
Alive or dead?
Oh, wait.
I was like, alive is going to be harder.
Can I have the foot as a keychain?
They're not like rabbits, but it's not lucky. It's like it's
All
more
right.
like a monkey paw. If you have a wallaby foot, that's like a monkey paw. That's a curse. You don't want
Okay.
that.
All right.
All right. If a crystal ball could tell you the fate of one thing in your future, yourself, your family, or anyone else, what would you want to know?
I'd want to know if. So this is gonna be okay. This was gonna be a little bit. I want to know if any of the people that I've met over this time, and any of my the open micers that show up, these people that have just never tried it before, and they get up there the first time and they enjoy it and they work on it. I would love to know if one of them makes it, really breaks out. That would be cool to know. If somebody really blew up, and I could be like, I knew them when they just showed up to
So
80s.
you can start writing their coattails right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, okay,
immediately.
all right, yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. And
You
it's
become their pilot fish.
right, exactly. And then it's just gonna be like, hey, can I get a loan? It's like my car barely made it to this.
Well, Trevor, I can answer that question for you. No, you can't ride my coattails. You know what I mean? That's like, so.
That's where I am already at.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Oh, you're already.
I'm already, this whole show is on my coattails.
Oh,
Basically, you know what I
gotcha.
mean? So it's like,
Okay.
yeah.
So this is Things Might Happen with Tyler and 2 other guys.
I wish you had this much confidence when we go out and socialize.
Yeah. I think I'm a confident person. Do you think I'm a confident person?
Hell no, dude. With
You've
us,
seen me.
With
You've
us.
seen me around town. You've seen me
You're
leisurely.
less confident and more aggressive.
Well, what does that mean? I don't
You're
like that.
aggressive in how bad everybody else is, but you never big yourself up.
Give 2 examples.
Sheldon and me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm a pretty aggressive. Am I not? Do people not think I'm confident? Do people not think I like being alive?
We're gonna cut that.
Do people think I have a yearn for death?
Yeah. Yes.
The people that think about it.
No, they don't think it. They know it.
That's interesting. Huh.
So the people in this room.
Are you only saying that you want me to pick up like loose women or something like that?
No.
When you say
no.
you wish I was more confident.
I'm just saying, when we try to socialize with like other people or strangers, they like usually walk away a lot faster than when just I'm talking to them.
Holy,
That's. I didn't even go. I mean,
this is.
I mean, it happens.
I think
What he said about friendship earlier, you got to be honest. You know, you got to tell.
it's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to tell someone when they're messing up.
it kind of feels like this podcast would be easier to do with 2 hosts. You know what I mean? But hey, it's just-
Well, I don't know which 2 you're gonna pick because I was just gonna bring up when Tyler has a woman walk up and aggressively flirt with him, and he's just like, I don't want to be here right now. I wish I wasn't in this brewery.
I like that I usually hear from you at a show
Oh my
about
God, I don't
how
like this is going.
how you're mad that I didn't give you enough time and how everybody else got too much time. And I'm like,
When
there
did
are
I
other
ever did
people
that?
here.
I've never done that. I actually.
You and Charlie did it at the same time.
I actually will say I know I've never done that.
Not true.
That's not true. When did I do that? No, seriously. When did I do that? Because I do not do that.
So recently, the last cohort show, or was it cohort? No, it was at AB's, and you and Charlie cornered me, and you're like, you let that guy go on too long. I was like, I cut him short, and then every time I'm like flashing you, you're like, I don't care about your light. Everybody else goes too long, and then you go, I should have had more time.
You're making this seem like I want more time. The guy was probably saying something like very racist.
I mean, define
You're
very.
making it seem like I'm sitting there going like, I should have more time. No, I'm going, whoa.
I didn't do the voice. You added the voice.
We want them to invite us back.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going like, he's dropping so many hard R's. You know what I mean? Like,
I just want to get off the subject of you getting upset at everybody.
no, I was just mad about that because he made that seem like I'm walking around the open mic big timing people.
No, just me.
Hey, can I get another set, man?
You're really nice to the other comics, and then you come to me and you're like, that guy was really bad. Don't let him come back.
No, I remember exactly now why I walked up to you.
Some of these people, they don't do any better. Like, there are some people that's just the thing they do. It's the way that they can, like, kind of break out of their skin for a minute, and they come out on a Thursday night and tell dumb jokes to strangers.
Yeah.
And that's great.
And some of it is cringe. Absolutely. That's what open mic is. If you're going to go to an open mic and think they're all golden, you don't know what open mic. There was a guy I cut short the first time I went there because it was so bad. I did cut him short. And then he, like, found me at a bar later, like, hey, man, why'd you cut me short? I was like, because you were bad. And, like, it was not going well. And he's like, well, you said I could be offensive. I was like, you could tell offensive jokes. You didn't tell any jokes. And the next week he went up, I gave him his full 7 minutes. And he keeps looking over like, oh, I'm surprised I haven't gotten cut off. And I just sat there.
Yeah.
Feel it. I want you to feel what 7 minutes of dying feels like.
But here's the thing. People like that feel like that every day because they say these things in their normal lives, right?
Yeah.
They say this at the office.
Oh, yeah. And they have that, their whole personality is like, I'm just an asshole. No, I just say things like, yeah, that's why we don't talk to you. But he got better. He didn't get good, but he got better.
I just want to, I'm just saying, I was not big timing anybody at the open mic. I just was looking around a lot and noticing a lot of people were seeing the bottoms of their drinks. You know what I mean? They're really examining where their drink was at.
Yeah.
I'm going to need 6 more of these.
Well, I think I dropped one. That's the magic
That's the one we're going with. Who would you most want as a dinner guest?
Oh, is it dinner? Alive or dead?
It does not
I was
say.
wondering, should I put on the thing alive or dead? And then I thought, I bet that comes up in the course of the question
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah.
Dead.
Robin Williams. 100% Robin Williams.
Wow, there's so many more dead people than alive people.
I know. Right?
And
It
you
could have
knew
been
the dead
anybody.
person immediately.
Oh yeah.
Alive.
Well, most alive people. A live person?
Yeah.
Most person I want to sit down. Oh, who's alive? Charlie Day. Charlie Day. I dig Charlie Day. That dude is like incredibly talented, like as a musician, as a writer, as a performer. That dude just seems cooler than the other side of the pillow. He because in the podcast for the Always Sunny podcast, like he just seems down to earth. And there's a lot of celebrities you never really know, and it's like, are they kind of a douchebag in real life? He seems like he'd be down to earth.
I had no idea he was a musician.
Oh yeah, he wrote Dayman, and then
I mean,
I'm shocked. I'm shocked he had the acumen.
The masterpiece of our time.
and what
I
was that
mean,
episode where like he just has the piano and he does this really cool song, but then he starts huffing paint and tries to do it again, and then it's just like spiders.
I don't remember that. Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it yet?
Ooh.
You should have waited until he answered and then hit him with it.
Why haven't you done it yet? Skydived. Well, first it was honestly not to plug it in, but it was starting my own business. Like I've always wanted to start my own business, and I just did that. And that scares the shit out of me. But
I like how he thinks stand-up comedy is a business. Like that's just
Well, here's what I will say. As a person who has also formed an LLC for their stand-up comedy, it's a good place to write off stuff. You know what I mean? It's a good place to deduct stuff.
my MetaQuest 3 rate to the LLC.
I don't think I've capitalized enough on my white privilege as like I need to be able to have a tax shelter too. I don't know. I don't even know what
You
that
already
means
have a
yet.
third of a continent. Why do you need a tax shelter?
Well, we don't talk about that one. Oh crap! I said it on the air, didn't I? Oh well. But yeah, no. And then skydiving. I just always want to do that because it's like it scares the crap out of me. I'm not really like an adrenaline junkie, but maybe that would be related to the earlier question about how I think I'm going to die. That would be cool to like finally go skydiving and then my chute doesn't open. That'd be golden.
So why haven't you done it yet?
Because I'm a pussy.
Oh, okay.
And it costs a lot of money.
Does it cost a lot of money to fall out of the sky?
Well, to schedule it and have somebody help you do it, yeah. But I
Yeah.
guess the next time I'm
Can
on a
you-
Boeing plane, I'll
would you
just
get
it'll
a
happen.
discount?
just knock on the door.
Yeah, you'd be like,
You know they're coming for
doesn't-
you now, right?
oh crap.
Would you get a discount if you're like, I don't have to take the parachute?
Yeah, right.
I've got a JanSport, man. That's
Yeah.
all I need.
You got to pay for the plane. You got to pay for the guy to take you up there, and it's like this is how much it costs for the parachute. And I was like, just take that last part out. It's fine. I said I want to jump out of the plane. I don't care what happens after that.
You can do it in like Spearfish, by the way. You can just
No
go
way.
skydive in Spearfish.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. They have a place out there.
How much is it?
I will find out. I bet it's not expensive.
What's expensive?
You're a homeowner. I feel like not expensive is different for you.
You've seen my
rent.
home, though. I mean,
It's true.
His toilet doesn't work. You know what I mean?
I rent an apartment
it
that's the size of the
it did
studio.
before you used it.
Yeah, dude.
You have a studio. I rent an apartment that's the size of your studio. And my rent is not always on time.
He just goes and buys a tree.
You got plant money, dude? You're like going to talk to me about not expensive? I don't have
You know-
plant money.
Fake plants are so much more expensive than real plants.
Oh, really?
It's ridiculous.
He bought this at Hobby Lobby,
Uh-huh.
so he could just cash in some church points. That he's been going to church every week. They give you a couple
they
points.
give him Hobby Lobby points.
It's been too long since I've been in a church. They don't allow me in there anymore.
Every time
The
he,
little coins look like with the wafers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, no.
every time he follows a commandment, he gets like 3
A wafer.
points.
Every time he follows a commandment,
Yeah, every time he doesn't
kill somebody. I did not covet my neighbor's ox
Yeah.
at all this week. I'm good.
I've barred no witness to false gods. You know what I mean?
So I'm not going to say the name of this place because I don't want to lose a sponsorship. The only skydiving place I can find is actually in Sturgis or around Sturgis.
So you lied.
And it's got 1 star.
Oh God. I want to do a one-star skydive. Hell yeah.
Why was there a review?
Is there has to be a review.
Oh, there's a review.
Read the written
Please
review.
read it.
Don't think they're open anymore, even though business hours show they're open every day. Website not updated. Still showing 2022 Sturgis as current event. Can't get a hold of anyone. Can't reach my dad, who supposedly went skydiving.
No. That starts off like, it's just a bad review because they aren't getting back to
Can't
him.
find my dad. That is a new take on the went to go get cigarettes.
Exactly. He went skydiving in Sturgis, and we haven't heard from him in a few days.
Next question.
How's the weather down there?
Classic question. It's humid. It's very humid down
You
here.
get a lot of swass just walking around.
all the time, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's the problem because I always hang out with tall people too. So it's just I get swass in the face just all the time.
Yeah.
Although the best answer to that question, I usually get. So I hang out with like taller people, and I like.
When you say taller people, you mean like 5'6".
No, dude, like my favorite type of people are like 6'3" plus because like they have nothing to prove. Like if you're like 5'9", then you're an asshole because you just wish you were 6 feet.
How tall are you, Tyler?
5'9".
5'11".
No.
Are you
5'11" is what 5'9" people say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm 5'11" in my shoes. It's all right, I'm 5'3" in mine. So there was this guy I knew. He was like 6'8", 6'9", something like that. And he used to always get shorter people like, "How's the weather up there?" And so he came up with a great answer to that. He would spit on him and tell him it was raining. And I was like, "That's the best answer to that question."
And that's how COVID started.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Chinese.
Yeah, that guy
No,
was.
I'm just kidding.
That guy was like one handing a pangolin, and then the other, and then he's raided.
Smash cut to anybody watching this, like pangolin. Googling that. Is that like a marsupial or something? What is that?
What's a marsupial? You're giving Americans too much credit, man.
Oh, right, that's true. Is that like a dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
pangolin?
This is my new stand-up bit. I
that
just
an
go up there
internet
and
thing?
like say
Can I pet that
vibes.
dog?
I
Is like the
heard
whitest
that.
meme I've ever heard.
I've heard that.
You never seen I Smell Like Beef?
Okay, do you think that your given name is correct, or have you just gotten used to it?
That is... What kind of... Do I think that my given name is correct, or I've just gotten used to it? I think it's correct. I do hate it, so my full name... I won't say my full name.
God damn
My
it.
full name is a tongue twister.
Trevor Ryan.
That would be easier to say than my actual full name. So...
So you can't tease it and not tell us.
Oh my god, I have... So, oh my gosh.
Change
okay.
like a letter.
Any friend? No, I'll say it. But any friends or family are gonna think this is hilarious because I don't tell anybody this. But for you guys, so my middle name is Byron,
I knew this.
and
I think
so
I knew that. Yeah.
yeah, Trevor Byron Ryan. And now try to say that 3 times and don't say Ryron.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
try.
you're not gonna do that.
We all looked at
I
Sheldon.
know it's
I'm
correct.
not gonna try.
Watch this. I'm going to do this. Trevor By.
Yep.
No. Trevor
You
Brian
came in
Ryan.
so confident.
Trevor Brian Ryan.
Byron.
Trevor. Okay, hold on. No, if I get it done once right, I can just edit the podcast so it looks like I said Trevor Byron Ryan.
There it is.
You gotta say it fast.
Right there. I said
And then
it
you
fast.
could just loop that.
I'll speed it up in post.
Yeah. That's right. You can
That's
do
how I
that.
know it's correct because it's like I'm cursed. And my
Trevor Byron
grandmother
Ryan.
used to give my parents crap. My mother specifically, she used to give her crap all the time. She's like, "I told you not to name him that," and I'm like, "Why didn't you listen to Grandma?"
They were going to name me Matthew, but they thought Matthew Matheson would be rude. And then I have a lisp, and it would have been even worse.
With Matthew?
Matthew?
With
Matthew
a list?
Matheson?
I think it'd be great. That should be your new
Yeah.
nom de plume.
I'm Matthew Matheson. Yeah.
It's such a slight lisp.
I mean, they wouldn't have known you had a lisp. I mean,
Yeah, they wouldn't have known by me trying to pronounce. Yeah. Oh, when they were naming me.
Yeah,
Well, they didn't want to name me Matt, right? Like,
I see, okay.
Yeah.
When did? Can I ask you a question? Actually,
Yeah.
based on that. So when have you always had a lisp? Like
I think
since-
so. I just didn't know until I was like in middle school.
Oh, when kids are
Yeah.
dicks
W-
and
yeah,
they want to
when I-
repeat everything back to you.
Yeah, when I was like, oh, I guess I talk weird. I didn't know.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
whole-
exactly,
mhm,
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
got it.
Actually, the worst day was.
you.
Do you know like the voice recorder that the kid had in Home Alone?
Yes.
Right. I never had one
Talk
because
Boy?
we were
Is it
poor,
Talk or something?
right? But like, my cousin had one, and I remember finding it and going, "Oh, this is gonna be so fun!" And I did it, and I heard my voice for the first time back through it, and I
The speaker on this thing sucks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, "There's no way this thing is broken." Clearly, I have a much more masculine voice than that.
I get that energy. I sometimes I'm like legit. I'm 5'2". Honest, legally I'm 5'3" because I lied. But the South Dakota's gonna take my license now. So I'm 5'2", and I honestly forget sometimes that I've always been shorter than everybody else, and it's only when it's like, oh, let's get everybody together for a picture, and everyone takes a picture, and I'll stand next to someone like your height, and I'm like, ding, and then I look at him like, holy crap, I am tiny.
Is that true? Do you not know that you speak with a lisp when you talk?
Well, I know now because I am actively trying to correct it when I speak.
But you don't know from moment to moment.
No, because it's normal.
It's just how I talk. You're used to listening.
Well, I just didn't know if you were used to it. Okay, that's what I talk. That's how I talk.
Right.
You know
Well,
what
I didn't notice growing up that it was weird.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't have a frame of reference for what it
You're
felt
like
to
everybody
talk.
else says their ass is weird.
Yeah. Well, you don't hear yourself in the way it actually comes out.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate listening to this podcast.
It's interesting because
Don't worry, so does everyone else.
Because whenever I listen to the podcast and I'm hearing my own voice, I'm like, oh, when did we get the testosterone Jones on?
Oh, is that
You know
what it is? So you're
It's
you're the man meat of the show.
yeah. There's
You're the sway
Man
voice.
whenever the podcast starts playing, a lot of dogs in the vicinity start barking. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know where you're going with that. You're looking at me to say something. I was like, go on.
you know,
You still got time on the clock. I'm not flashing you yet. Keep going.
there's a lot of dings on my phone start playing. You know what I mean? Because women are hitting me up, saying,
Well, see, you're
I'd like to have
turning it
another
on.
child. You know what I mean?
I think you turn it on for the show.
Yeah.
I do that on the radio. People say I don't sound like myself on the radio. It's just because I don't talk like myself on the radio.
Hey, do a radio voice. Do your radio voice right now.
Which the rock station or the country station? Two different people.
Rock,
Do both
rock
of them.
station.
So that was Offspring on 95.1 K-Sky, the Black Hills best rock.
That's because you don't sound like a douche when you normally talk.
See? And
I
that's
would-
I
I
thought
would
it was the other way
protest
around. Yeah.
Okay, what's the country one sound like then?
Oh, that was the latest one from Kelsey Ballerini on Kick 104, Rapid City's #1 for New Country.
That what you just did there disgusts me.
I know. And I get this weird twang, and I don't even I swear to God, I don't do it on purpose, but I do, with accents, I'm better than doing cartoon characters. But if I hear an accent, I'll start to pick it up. And it's that southern accent. If I've been listening to country music all day, I can't just go on hey, it's Trevor on Kick 104. I have to be that's Kick 104, Rapid City's #1 for New Country.
I like how he thinks that's twang.
You do a rock.
Well, I do a
station.
light one. I mean, go.
Okay, give me the name of the station again.
95.1 K-Sky.
Okay. And that's K-Sky 95.1, coming to you from Rapid City, South Dakota.
That's good.
You need
That's
to roll
the
the
old
R a little bit more.
Wolfman.
Roll the R a little bit more.
Roll the R.
Yeah.
A hard R. Is what you want me to do, guys? Wait, roll it like I'm Spanish, Rapid City.
We'll just hit it harder. Hit it.
Rapid City.
Oh, no, I act like you're going to roll, but then you stop rolling partway through.
Rapid City.
Why are you? I guess. I don't know. I
You
guess
told me to
it's-
roll my R, and that's what I'm.
You went really Middle Eastern with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Welcome to Rapid City. We bring you the rock station.
The rock station. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You do your rock.
Well, we're now no longer we're canceled. So
Right.
why are we?
Yeah.
I think you'd have a good NPR voice.
I was gonna say my voice is so monotone.
There it is.
I can't.
Do Jazz Nightly.
Just say you're Ira Glass, and people will love it.
Welcome to the Jazz Hour on NPR. What,
Yeah.
what numbers do they use?
89.3.
One.
I don't even have a rate. Oh, 89.2?
89.3.
Okay, 89.3.
There's not a 0.2.
There's no even numbers.
This is on
They're all
AM.
odd numbers.
This is AM radio. Welcome to welcome to NPR's Jazz Hour on 89.3. Here's Lustra with Scotty Doesn't Know.
I love it. I got a little sleepy,
I
so
love,
it would be
I
perfect.
love how he was like, I don't know any jazz, so I'm just gonna go with this fictional song from is it Euro Trip?
They're a real band. It's a real song, and it's awesome. Okay. Listen on NPR. It's great.
That's what Sheldon thinks jazz is.
I couldn't think of a jazz song. This is Richard Cheese.
I would really
with
like
Welcome to the
Richard
Jungle.
Cheese.
Scotty doesn't know.
Maybe see if Richard Cheese does Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know.
I love Down with the Sickness. That is, come on,
That's his like number one hit,
get up,
right?
come on,
I
get
think.
down with the sickness.
All right, we got three questions
Okay,
left.
all right,
Let's get
all
through
right,
these.
Let's do this again. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone,
There's a lot of death in these questions, by the way. Is everybody okay?
what would you
Who wrote these?
what would you most regret not having told someone?
How proud I see. I tell my kids that all the time. I don't know. I'm pretty open about that. No, that's not true. I would want to know that. That I want Alyssa Milano to know that I have rapped it out to her a few times. I just want her to know that.
Why haven't you told her yet?
There we go.
That's actually on the card here.
Because she never opens my mail.
Well, it's always stuck together. She has a hard time. I know.
The FBI makes sure the package doesn't get to her. I don't even know who Alyssa Milano is.
Oh, you're missing out, dude. Charmed, freaking, go way back. She was a kid on Who's the
Wait,
Boss.
whoa, how far back are we talking? Because I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this.
No, I didn't feel that way about her on Who's the Boss. But like she was on Charmed and I don't know, a bunch of other stuff, but like she's awesome. Anyway.
Yeah, when you told me that, I had to Google who
Alyssa Milano is?
Yeah. I
So
was like,
wrong.
I'm sure I've seen her, I just don't know.
No, she is just like, I don't know, the hottest person in Hollywood, I guess. I don't know. Well, I don't want don't tell Drew Barrymore I said that.
All of his references, like, is women are old. You know what I mean?
Do you not see the gray in
Like,
my
come
beard?
on, man. Like,
If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Oh, snap. I would have loved to have had a brother or a sister. Being an only child, like, in some ways is cool because I got spoiled. But I wish I had a brother or sister. And I hate it when I see, like, other people with siblings and they're, like, fighting. Like, I don't talk to my brother anymore. And I'm like, that sucks. Like, that's your brother. Like, yeah, I would have liked to have had a sibling.
wait, I know you have a sister,
Yes.
but was it like really a sister, or were you like raised like an only child?
No. We were raised. So I have 4 siblings,
Uh huh.
and one we did grow up together, and the other 3 are step siblings, but you know I didn't know them very well. So
So you were raised with one sibling.
yeah,
Okay.
and then
So we got 2 only children.
You're an only child, too?
No.
Well, you nodded your fucking head.
No, I'm like, that explains so much about him.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were sitting there like, this guy gets it. I was
No.
like,
Oh,
did I?
dude, like, my face is in, like, the psychology
like,
textbook
yeah,
definition
no.
of only child.
There-
Pretty sure you
Well,
had
we
a
asked him
sister.
earlier what else happened. No, that just he's like this because he was an only child. We get it.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, if you could wake
I don't
up.
know why you're laughing so hard.
I
It's
thought.
not-
I thought it
When
was gonna
you die,
I thought it was gonna be another death thing, and I was like, Jesus, dude. Okay, if you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
the ability to do any of the characters I did from before.
yeah,
That would be cool.
Hey, we guessed like 15 of them.
because he said the catchphrase.
I know, exactly.
And like
I was playing the game at that point. Like, I can't do these voices, but I want to get through.
That's what you would want to do.
It doesn't take a lot to make me happy.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna move this hat out of
Well,
here.
he
now.
was won the hat as a prize.
Oh yeah, that's the prize.
Oh,
So you have
good.
one-
You know what?
This
Double
hat.
it and give it to the next person.
Wager it.
And that concludes the hat portion of the show, which is famous. A lot of people they just tune in for the hat portion.
Oh, yeah?
Like we just lost like 30% of viewers. You know what I mean? Like Patrick Mahomes just took the bench.
They
Basically.
just like close as soon as you put the hat away. They're like, that's the end of the video.
It's
Yeah.
like Alyssa Milano just left the screen.
Yeah.
Now we have a bigger hat.
Yeah, and then I gotta wipe off my screen.
Alyssa Milano. Pull up this Alyssa Milano.
You never said. Oh wait.
Show me
Never
your
mind.
Melissa Milano. You know what I mean? Her?
Her.
Yeah. Telling you.
Come on, there's got to be like one more picture.
Oh yeah.
There's got to be like a picture where she's like
And she's really short
doesn't
too.
look like a shark.
Like I've only been with tall women. It's like just once.
Well, how short is?
Alyssa Milano. She's
Yeah.
like. I mean, I don't want to like Alyssa Milano height.
Alyssa Milano feet dimensions. He just rattles them off.
No,
Dimensions.
he doesn't want to do it because it's already like auto like in his phone.
Google just goes again. It's not even. Did you mean? It's like really, Trevor, again.
The first
I'm gonna
5 pages,
guess.
all the links are purple.
I think she's like 5'2", 5, maybe 5 foot.
She is the one in the middle here.
No, I just don't get it, dude. I'm sorry.
She looks like the other two.
They all look the same. White women.
Wrong. I've been wrong before too.
I'm
It's
just
okay.
kidding, white women.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Is that racist? I'm a style. I shouldn't say that. You guys look very distinguishable.
Definitely.
The charmed women. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, they're supposed to be sisters, so they're gonna look alike.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know the theme song to Charmed is How Soon Is Now by the Smiths?
I did not. know
Which is
that.
a band that I listen to.
Is that true?
I like how he
Yes.
didn't know who Alyssa Milano was, but he
But he
knew
knows the opening song.
Yeah, and the band. Like that's fantastic.
I just know the Smiths.
There's the tism again.
Look it up.
Name any
No-
name any
nobody's
TV show from the
questioning you.
90s and see if he knows the theme song.
I think anybody knows that you listen to the Smiths too, by the way.
Well, I'm just letting white women know.
Didn't you have a whole section? You did like a whole long bit about obscure music, and you kept going to the audience like, "Do you know how that is? Do you know who that is? Do you know who that is?" And everyone's like, "No,
No, they did though. That one dude.
I don't think he did." He was like, "Yes," so you'll move
No,
on.
that one dude was like, "I love the Mars Volta," and I was like, "What the?"
Oh yeah, that's right. You got one guy. Was that
Yeah.
Matt? Oh, I gotta stop using names.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant Mart.
Mart.
Fixed it.
Yeah.
Threw a hard
Nice
R in there.
save. We gotta stop using the phrase hard R. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right? Hard R is
maybe
going to become the
stop
new
saying that.
N word. Like, I didn't say the N word. I just said hard R. You can't say hard R.
That was the original like title for the podcast.
The hard R.
Yeah, the hard R. Yeah.
Why-
Give some more.
Why is hard R ads working?
Okay, what's like your genre of music that would be obscure to like us?
My obscure genre of music.
What do you dig
Yeah.
into?
Yeah.
Other than
Ah.
chiptune, because
Ska.
it deserves to be.
I still love ska.
Okay, this also applies to chiptune and ska. It deserves to be obscure.
That's what today's music is missing: more trumpets and trombones, and the random dude that dances on the stage for some
You
reason.
should get Goldfinger to come play Summer Nights.
That's a movie. The thing is, I'm so freaking mainstream. Like, I liked all the like the radio played ska and stuff like that, but like
Yeah, the radio played ska, all 3 songs.
when ska was big, there was a lot of it.
Shit. When was that?
Or I even got into
Yeah.
like Brian Setzer Orchestra a little bit when they like Brian Setzer Orchestra? No? Okay, cool. There was a thing in the 90s where it's like everything was going back to these like 20s kind of like almost like big band kind of bands. And yeah, Brian Setzer Orchestra and well all this kind of stuff that it was kind of very white, hopping around, not dancing, just
I think Trevor just had his first "here's how you open a door" moment.
Here's how you open the door.
if there's not
Oh, is this about my? No, Norman doors are real things, and I don't.
Norman doors?
Yeah, it's called a Norman
Is it a
door.
brand or is it a type of door?
So it's not like no one would design a Norman door on purpose, but it's like it's a door where you have the handle, so it looks like you should push or pull, but they usually have it on both sides of the door. And the idea is the architect thinks, oh, this is so cool, symmetry and whatnot. But it's actually really fucking stupid, because then you get up to the thing and you don't know whether to push or pull. And usually on both sides, it would indicate kind of like a pulling motion. But like, what would actually be smarter if it was like a bar across so you push. And this doesn't make me autistic. And the girl in the doll, I think, was flirting with me by calling me autistic. You know what I mean?
Yep. And did she also throw a rock at you and pull your hair?
Classic
or...
pickup line.
Yeah.
Classic pickup line. Are
very
you
good at
autistic? Like, you damn right, baby.
I'm very good. I'm very good at picking up cues. You know what I mean?
All right, let's do the game.
Game.
What's your game?
So we are going to do. This is for everybody.
Okay.
Which is nice when games work out like that. I've got.
I love the intro to this game.
Is this from the Bible?
Okay.
Right?
Ooh.
Okay. All right. I'm going to
Okay.
give you a quote, and you have to tell me if it's from the Bible or not. And bonus points if you can tell me where it's actually from. Okay?
Ecclesiastes.
Right. So
That's from the Bible.
We'll start. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. We'll start easy here. Okay. God helps those who help themselves.
That is from Family Guy.
It's not.
I'm sure it's not from the Bible.
That's where the saying came from, is Family Guy, for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm going to say definitely not from the Bible.
It doesn't seem Bible-y.
Okay. It is not from the Bible. It's from Benjamin Franklin, right? Starting pretty easy here. All right.
Is that what he told his slaves? Like,
Cooked on a griddle, use fine flour mixed with oil, but without yeast. Crumble it and pour oil on it.
This is Gordon Ramsay on
I'm going to
season
say.
2.
I'm going to say that is from the Bible, and I want to say Old Testament. I don't know if I can get
All right.
specific. I'm going to go Old Testament.
Old Testament is a good enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the idea of Gordon Ramsay being around in the Bible. And like he's at the Last Supper. He's like, this is my body. It's fucking raw! Someone killed!
You forgot to put the yeast in it.
Bullshit, why?
What are you? That's like a Christ sandwich. All right.
I don't think it's from the Bible.
Okay. It's from Leviticus, which is the Old Testament. Thank you for punching my computer.
You're welcome. Sorry, I've done that like 6 times. I'm so sorry. I do this.
Oh,
a lot.
Leviticus has all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, don't tattoo yourself.
Yep. A liar will not be believed even when he speaks the truth.
Exodus from the Bible.
My dad. That's what my dad says to
And
me
it's
every day.
from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It's actually from Aesop.
Oh,
The
dang.
fables.
Aesop Rock.
ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky.
The doors to the rooftop room were locked, they said. He's probably relieving himself in the restroom.
The Office.
It's Dwight Schrute, for sure.
Harry Potter.
No, it's not. Well, this is
You have
what
to
translation?
guess. You have to
You know what I mean?
guess.
Yeah, right.
That's not in my Bible.
Is that
That's all I'm
NIV? I don't dig on NIV, dude.
It's Judges 3:24.
Get out.
Okay.
One of the judges went to the bathroom.
Restroom is not a thing back then. That's a poor translation. Judges? Nope, it wasn't Judges.
The earth opened its jaws and swallowed them along with Korah's gang, who died when the fire ate them.
Gang.
Lord of the Rings.
That actually does sound Lord of the Ringsy.
Yeah, it does. Or it's.
But then a lot of the Bible sounds
It's
Lord
the
of the
Bible.
Ringsy.
Numbers 26:10.
Not my numbers.
Hashtag not my numbers. It is the strength of your hearts that make you who you are, hearts that will remain unbroken when all rock and stone has eroded away.
That was an Elon Musk tweet. Definitely. I think I
Brett
like
Michaels.
There's something very anti-Semitic right after
A little
it.
bit, yeah.
Brett
sure.
Michaels said that
Brett
on
Michaels.
Rock of Love.
Yeah.
Kanye.
It's Katara from The Last Airbender.
Oh.
Okay, have you watched The Last Airbender? You're
I
too
have.
old, aren't you?
No, I actually, dude, I dug on the cartoon, and then the movie was okay, and then the
That's
live
the hottest
action.
take there's been, actually.
Yeah, it was okay. The live action TV show, awesome. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender.
A fool thinks himself wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool.
Ooh,
That's
I've heard
another
that
Ben
one.
Franklin one.
That's Dwight Schrute.
I might go with Tyler on this. I think that might be Ben Franklin too. I'm gonna go not Bible.
It's not Bible. It's not Ben Franklin, but it's William Shakespeare.
You know, a lot of people are saying recently.
that Franklin was the new Shakespeare.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Well, no, that he originally actually wrote all the Shakespearean plays.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
A
That's
lot of people
the-
have been
yeah.
saying that.
Shakespeare actually discovered electricity first too.
It's true.
Not
yeah.
a lot of people know that.
200 years
and nobody
early.
talks about it.
Yeah. He will bear thee away to the houses of lamentation, beyond all darkness, where thy flesh shall be devoured.
It's too many thys and these. I'm gonna go Bible on that one. And Lamentation was in it, so I'm gonna guess Lamentations. I figured that was too easy, but I'm like the kid that didn't study for the test. Like it said Lamentations. See,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I love the idea that there's a book in the Bible called Lamentations.
there is.
Yeah, there is.
There is a book in the Bible.
There is
Yeah.
absolutely one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just
No,
No, it really
yeah, it's
is.
straight up.
It's
yeah.
just a whole bunch of sad
I knew
things.
Yeah. Because it's
I knew
by
that.
the weeping prophet.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck off.
That's also from the Bible.
Yeah, that's in Revelation. That's how it ends, actually. They tell this whole story in the last two words of the Bible. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Are you still gonna try to do a different answer and pretend you're right?
Next question.
That was the Witch King from Return of the King from Lord of the Rings.
See, I thought
That's
that
what I
was
was
too
about
easy.
to
Putting
say.
that you
I was about
did that
to
on
say.
purpose, putting one with Lamentations in it.
I just got to that part in the book.
I take back everything I said to you just now.
Why,
That was my bad.
if a fox climbed that wall, it would fall to pieces under his weight.
I think that's body shaming, and I won't answer that question. Also, Bible.
Who is Dr. Seuss?
We got to Jeopardy.
Tom
now.
Sawyer.
Nehemiah 4:3.
Got one.
Mm.
That's a book in the Bible too.
Yeah, well, if you just say Bible, you can't call it Nehemiah. You can't be like, I had Nehemiah, actually.
No, I said Bible. He didn't say you had
I'm
to know
just
the
saying,
book, right?
yeah.
Just try to guess the. I mean, you don't have to guess the exact, but you get bonus points.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many points do I have right now? How many points does Trevor have?
2.
How many points is...
Have you been keeping track? No. I was like, whoa, wait a second. He said he's been just rattling these off.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
He's actually got an Excel spreadsheet open as
Yeah.
well at the same time, like
Yeah.
just tracking it.
How many more of these you got?
as many as we want. We can be done whenever.
All right, let's do 3 more. How
3
about
more.
that?
Heard. This was back in the days where there were giants in the land.
Star Wars.
Bible. Because I feel like some people have claimed, I don't know this to be fact, but some people have claimed that the Bible talks about giants. I'm gonna say Bible, and I'm Genesis maybe.
He's right.
Genesis 6:4.
I was gonna say there is
he nailed
there
it.
is
Absolutely
a verse.
nailed
That's,
it. Yeah. It also talks about Nephilim there, which
Yeah.
is really interesting. Yeah. Yep. His touch brought with it that strangest sense of relief. That pain had suddenly ceased.
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh damn it, you beat me too. I was already like, yeah.
You're real close. Because
It is the Bible. It's Song of Solomon.
it's actually spoken by Bella in Eclipse, which 50 Shades of Grey started as a Twilight fan fiction.
Did not.
No, it absolutely
That's
did.
crazy.
Yeah, 100%. So you basically got that. You two nailed the last 2. Good job.
We got this.
A lot of people have been saying that about me.
Come from a long line of Bible and or no Bible.
Nice part is I've got 2 more of those if we ever want to do those.
What does 2 more mean?
Like 2 more sets of them. Like that was a set that we just did.
Oh,
And I've got 2 more sets.
Felt good. Felt good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like, there's content there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Felt like that was, time. We definitely got some runtime out of that. I don't know. I feel like there should be more stakes. You know what I mean? Like if you get wrong, you get tasered.
Steaks would be nice. I am starving.
We should do that. I'm down for that.
Yeah, I've wanted to be tasered. My heart's bad, so like it'll kill me if it goes wrong. So
I've been stun gunned. Not a fun time.
yeah.
I came up to a party late where everybody's already hammered, and they've been playing around with a stun gun. You know the little things.
Yeah.
And I just walk in, and everyone's like shablammied. And I'm making conversation with somebody, and one of my buddies like sneaks up behind me and gets me right in the back, like in my spine, and just and then like I folded back into myself. It's like I'm going home. It's like I'm too late to this party.
So you're no longer friends with these people, is what you're saying?
Unfortunately, I am.
Oh no! It was actually his wife.
He's married. Yeah, he's married to the person who stunned him.
That was her pickup line. Second to, hey, are you autistic?
Tell me about I don't care what you guys say. She was flirting. All right.
The problem was I said no, so she stunned me.
It made you autistic.
Yeah, right.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, bring your game next time with stakes.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
We could have
Classic
given
steak
Trevor
ruiner.
20 minutes, and he would have gotten half of those impressions.
I was just expecting at one point, oh, it's Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory. Like that would have been his impression.
Hello, I'm Dexter.
I have a laboratory, which is what he did. It's like, my laboratory.
My laboratory.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going really Russian.
Leave this in my laboratory. That's what he sounds like. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. You're like so wrong.
He says laboratory.
It's nasally. It's not like Slavic.
But like Didi, it's there. It's
You're
there.
playing
Listen
it.
to it
You're
again.
playing it like he's in like an Adidas tracksuit instead of a lab coat.
He's hanging out with the machine.
The voice actor was in a wearing a full Adidas tracksuit.
He's method acting.
Yeah, right.
So that was Daniel Day-Lewis.
I Daniel Day-Lewis.
Well, Daniel Day-Lewis voiced Dexter's Laboratory.
You're lying.
No. Did you not know this?
I did not know this. Now you're messing with me.
No, I'm not. I'm messing with you. Pull it up. Daniel Day-Lewis voiced Dexter.
He actually has a
Dexter's
sister named Didi.
No, he's just the voice actor for the.
But if he's Daniel Day-Lewising it, then he's like,
Oh, I see what you mean.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right here. He did it right after Last of the Mohicans.
Nailed it. All right. Yeah. I loved him in that movie.
It's a stupid bit.
He actually did do Last of the Mohicans, but yeah, that's fine.
He was a wolf in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
I just assume there's a wolf.
I've never seen the movie.
Do you know what
Neither
Last
have I.
Mohicans is? That's offensive to me and Sheldon. All of this is.
So is
That's a completely different.
so is Pierce Brosnan playing a native dude in a '90s movie.
Pierce Brosnan played a native dude in a 90s
I forgot what
movie?
the movie is called, but you should look it up.
No way.
It's so freaking funny, dude.
It's like Sean Connery playing a Russian sub-captain.
Don't get me started on that one.
I'm a Russian sub-captain.
The worst was when he tried to speak Russian. It just made me mad.
Find out the movie name. It is so funny.
I will
dude.
find this. This is
Pierce Brosnan something like,
incredible.
"Oi, Gov, pass the fry bread."
The only thing close to bad Russian in a movie is in Boondock Saints. When the guy that's obviously has a freaking pillow in his shirt when he's like
gosh.
trying to be the big boss guy and he's like that is gibberish. There's nothing Russian about that.
What's the movie called?
Gray Owl.
Grey Owl. That's
It's
right.
so much worse than I could have imagined. Oh, it's so bad.
That's not like from The Onion. That's a real thing.
No, that's a real thing that happened. Somebody let that happen. They were like, oh, yeah, we need a Native American. Let's call Pierce Brosnan.
Well, I mean, I think they set the bar pretty low when they
Why do
had...
you show us the movies you show us and not things like this? Where are you like, yeah, we're going to watch like this guy get ripped in half. Not like, let's watch Pierce Brosnan commit hate crimes.
Let's watch White Owl.
What's the old
or
like
whatever.
Western guy? Like they call him the Duke. What's his actual name?
John Wayne.
John Wayne did a
playing,
Mongolian?
yeah.
Yeah.
With the weird...
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was rough.
Well, he played. It was Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan. That's
That's
right.
what he's playing.
Yep.
I think. So sometimes like people say things like, "Oh, there's a lot of
Dude.
cultural appropriation and stuff like that," and like a lot of natives are like, "There's not that big of a deal." And it's like it's okay to call a team the Redskins, but it's like it leads to shit like this. You know what I mean? Like, Like the Redskins name is fine, but then like this happens.
Like
And it's like this isn't.
there's
okay.
a line and it's
Yeah.
behind
You
us at this
can't
point.
play James Bond and Gray Owl. Like, you can't do it.
Like, I don't even look at Pierce Brosnan. Like, obviously, it's a British dude, right? Whatever. But I look at the hairline. I'm like, yeah, that guy's definitely not native.
They gave him a braid.
He's
too,
got
like,
5 o'clock
oh.
shadow. It's obviously bullshit. We're gonna have to shave for this role.
Let me see that picture again. Oh my god.
So wrong.
So, as you know, as an avid fan of the podcast,
The things might happen
yeah,
is what our fans are called.
absolutely. You know that we will only allow the finest products to be graced on our show. And
Sure,
so
sure.
we're allowing submissions of people who want us to check out their stuff. And so what we have is a couple samples here
Okay.
That's the first time I've ever hearing this.
to try. So we've got
Oh, good. They're in bags that'll sound great on
exactly
on mics, too.
Zapp's potato chips. These are voodoo flavored. Voodoo flavored.
Voodoo flavor.
Yeah, I'm curious too. Voodoo flavored. And then these are Zapp's Cajun Dill Gator Taters. Cajun Dill Gator Tater.
That's just fun to say.
Voodoo isn't even. This is the real product. This is the get. So
Right. So we gotta do that. I just want to know what flavor
All right.
voodoo is.
I do.
Yeah,
I feel
know-
like that's gonna be. Is that spicy?
Who's to
All right.
say?
Gator taters.
all right. So Trevor Ryan,
Don't
can
eat
we endorse this product?
You have
Okay.
to let. Yeah.
Don't
All right.
eat into the mic, please. That's.
Even
Yeah,
the mic,
okay.
I don't really care.
Oh, you can edit.
I would like to try.
I can
voodoo
edit,
one.
but
is
I
it, is
won't.
it more gator or more tater?
It's just all dill. Literally, it's just like dill pickle chips.
But maybe it's got a bite like a gator.
I was expecting that. Oh wait, are they actually sponsors? Yeah, it bites. I feel like I'm down in southern Louisiana right now. I guarantee this is some good gator tater. I love the gator tater.
Is that your accent, dude?
No, that was I was doing Dexter again
I do declare.
in the laboratory.
I do declare these New Orleans kettle style chips do go quite nicely on
We're
my
doing
palate.
Leo and Django right now.
I do declare that's more like a Georgia thing. Like,
Oh, okay. I say.
Oh, you redlined so hard on that.
I trade 4 of my chillin' for these Cajun dill gator taters, you know.
they are good though.
I don't
Where'd
even
you find
know
those?
what accent these are.
I'm gonna get
They're
some of
just
those.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanna get
Oh,
some. I like those.
Did you get a dill?
Did you get one?
I hate dill so much.
Did you get a dill
You
then?
gotta do
All
it.
right, all right. We'll see if this turns me around on dill.
It won't. It's very dill. Yeah. Yeah.
Real good.
I like it. I
He's
really
allergic
like it.
to dill.
Yeah.
My wife would
Which
love
had
that.
a little
She
bit
loves
more
pickles.
gator in it.
But, you know, that's the thing. Have you had
Yeah,
gator?
I didn't try this flavor
I have,
yet.
yeah.
Gator's good.
I like that the apostrophe in this one is a little lobster, a little crawdad holding a chip, like bringing a chip forward.
I
Like,
like that.
like he's bringing the chip to you.
That's good branding. That's really good. What's the apostrophe on the voodoo?
A dead person.
It turns out the
It's a voodoo
voodoo
doll.
tastes like
It's a
salt
voodoo
and
doll.
vinegar.
Oh, okay.
Salt and vinegar, is that on?
It's not it.
I like the voodoo a lot better than gator taters.
It's not it. Not it, Chief. I can't say it to these guys.
Yeah, I like
Can
that.
I say that? Am I allowed? I don't know.
I like that it says on here.
Did
I
you
have
just
native
ask
friends,
for a
that's why.
C word? Did you just ask for a C word pass?
I did, but a different kind. Well, it's a cho word. It's a cho word.
I like that they have a phone
is-
number on
yeah.
here that you can call at any time to order them, as long as you have your Visa and Mastercard ready.
And Master, you need both?
Say that.
Yeah.
I love this is one of those companies that's like they get really creative with the names, but it is just salt and vinegar and then dill. Like it's like those
Okay.
sodas you get at Candyland where it's
Yeah.
like this is Stalinade. Like it's just a cherry soda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this like a 2.
Oh, 2.
I
Oh
just
well,
don't-
on what scale? With 5,
of
10,
10,
scale,
right?
10
We're
scale.
10 scale over here. We're a 10 scale
Okay.
podcast. It's
I'm gonna say,
metric.
I like
Room
salt
for
and vinegar,
nuance.
so I'm gonna say this is a good 5 or 6 salt and vinegar. And I like. I'm gonna give. I like that's like an 8 right there. I like that. I wish it had more gator in it.
All right, so we have a split room here. You know what I mean? Well, about half the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this like a 6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, so you don't really like either of these,
I don't know.
but you'd rather have this one.
I'd
than
rather
that
have
one.
this one.
That one's a threat to democracy. So you don't like this one, but you'll go with it. And,
I'm going with the lesser of two evils.
yeah.
Mid.
Topical.
Mid. I don't mind eating it. It's fine.
I believe that I can declare Zap's Cajun Dill Cater Data Taters.
You're right. You're way better.
They
at it
are
than
the
me.
winners of this contest.
You're sliding in there a little bit. You're dancing around it a little bit.
I do say.
What are we going for?
What do you mean?
Like, what are you trying to get to?
I'm not going for
He's
anything.
just trying to pronounce words.
I'm just trying to read.
I'm just trying to be well spoken.
I like how he's trying to be well spoken by going for the most stereotypical like hick accent.
You're just trying to read.
I do love my Shakespeare.
I say these potatoes and vegetable oil do concern my palate quite quietly.
Oh, they concern
Quite
my
quietly?
palate too.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, all right.
The dill is a 0 out of 10 for me.
Fair.
0. And the salt and vinegar, 7.5.
Okay.
Those were really good. I like those.
I'm just gonna go.
The
with
kettle,
there.
the kettle chip
These are
is
good.
always nice. It's got a really nice, sturdy, like crunch to it. Yeah, just like that.
Well, I
couldn't resist
declare.
it. I couldn't resist it.
I truly declare, and you can tell because I'm not talking like an idiot. The winner of these actually is Lay's Barbecue, everybody. Lay's Barbecue. The best chip 5 years running. Lay's Barbecue. Let's keep her going for Lay's Barbecue. All right.
Spoken like someone who's never had a Ruffles queso.
I haven't. Oh, no. You know what? Funyuns Flamin' Hot.
Never been a fun
Doritos, spicy sweet chili.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'll go with you on that one.
But my favorite thing about the Funyuns Flamin' Hot is it doesn't resemble food at all. No.
Yeah,
There's not a single food you've ever had that's
no.
been like, so that, yeah.
It's just chemical symbols in the ingredients.
Yeah, it's just different versions of food dyes.
I'm a big fan of NTSO4 or whatever.
All right, so, we end this podcast like we end all our other podcasts. You're going to have to smell this cloth, and we're going to tie you up.
Well,
And
you know
leave in
how
the
we had
woods.
to blindfold you to get you in here.
Right.
Right. We can't have anyone know our location.
Oh,
So
I need you to read
that
this.
explains all the death questions.
I need you to read this letter denouncing the U.S.
hold up today's newspaper.
and begging for your
Newspaper.
life. This is Trevor Ryan, West River Comedy. Look him up on West River Comedy.
.com.
Hopefully by then he has a good logo for it.
He can make
I
that
paid for
logo,
that logo.
on Canva.
You did not pay for that logo.
100% I paid for that logo.
From who?
A place online?
Fiverr.
Fiverr.
No.
And
Freelogomaker.com.org.
do you have anything? How do you want to be plugged? If you know what I'm saying.
Oh, he
first
knows what you're saying.
Yeah, well, after I get chloroformed, do what you wish. But check out West River Comedy, and if you're watching from somewhere that's not in the Black Hills, check out local comedy in your area. There's probably funny people that you never knew about.